Hello, Sergeant Porky here. Welcome to the Bacon Pants Studio. Did you or someone you know ask Santa for a 3D printer? There are tons of 3D printers on sale during the Black Friday sales. In this video, we'll discuss some things to consider before buying a 3D printer. This will be a high-level discussion. I will leave it up to you to research the finer points. Half the fun of buying my first 3D printer was researching the 3D printing hobby. Let's get into it. The first thing to consider is purpose. What will be 3D printed? Different printers excel at printing different things. Knowing your specific needs will help you decide what printer to buy, which makes this factor the most important of the entire list. The next thing to think about is budget. How much are you willing to spend will dictate the range of printers to consider. It is important to balance your budget with features and capabilities that you require. I would next look at the range of features available in today's 3D printer market. Print quality, printer speed, material compatibility, build volume, ease of use, and quality of life features and upgradability are all things to consider when purchasing a 3D printer. You should also think about the user's 3D printing experience. Some printers are ready to print right out of the box. Others may require some assembly and other steps during the setup process. Next, I would turn to the internet and look at social media and YouTube for community support. Community support can be an invaluable tool when it comes to troubleshooting tips and even sharing prints and designs. Many manufacturers have an active online presence on the various platforms. Do your research when it comes to picking the right brand of printer. Research the reputation of the brand and read or watch reviews of printers you're interested in purchasing. Just remember to consider the source of the information. Every brand has their fanboys, fangirls, and sponsored content creators. Most of these content creators will have sponsored links, whereby using that link, you will put some money in the pockets of the content creator. It is up to you whether you choose to use the sponsored link or not. Hey, you made it this far. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And tell me what 3D printer you will be purchasing or thinking of purchasing in the comments below. Now that you picked out a 3D printer, here are some other 3D printing related things to consider. Where are you going to set up your brand new printer? Many printers are compact, but some with larger build volumes will require more space. The printer's dimensions can usually be found on the manufacturer's website. The type of material you are using to print should also be taken into account. Some materials should be printed in a well-ventilated space, and some materials will print best when printed in an enclosed area with no drafts. You also need a place to store filament, parts, and accessories. The cost of ownership should be taken into account. Not including the initial cost of the printer, ongoing expenses should also be considered, such as replacement parts like nozzles, thermistors, SD cards, and consumables like filament, alcohol, and clean cloths, and also accessories like tools, enclosures, cameras for monitoring the printer while away. There are plenty of 3D printing tools and accessory guides that include tools you can purchase or even print yourself. I will include links to a couple below. Most printers still require the use of slicer software. There are a few brands that allow you to send files directly from an app or website to their printers. Cura and Prusa Slicer are the two most common slicers. Many manufacturers have their own slicers, which are forks of either Cura or Prusa. There are also a few web-based options. Curamoto and AstroPrint are a couple. I will leave a link below. You will need a computer, tablet, or phone to prepare the files to be printed. By considering everything I mentioned, you can find a 3D printer that aligns with your needs and bring you a lifetime of 3D printing fun. Please leave your questions, comments below, and I will try my best to respond.